Hey, what's going on, guys? So, in this new video that we have for y'all today, we're going to be talking about C1 and what to do in C1, where to go in C1, and everything about it. Because as you can see, it's a pretty big map, and there's a lot of stuff to unfold here. And joining me today is going to be my friend O_13. I'm sure you remember him from the last video, and he's going to be helping us. Showing y'all around. If y'all are new to Blox Fruits, or if you just want to reminisce about your days back in C1, then this is the video for you. So, O_13, won't you tell us the island we're on right now and what you can do to start off your adventure in this game?
Yeah, this is the first one. This is the first island in C1.
So,
But yeah, what you really gotta do is go to that quest thing, which is basically most of the game. Go to the quest thing, and you gotta beat up these guys over here, just like Blur's doing. If you're
exactly.
active, you can do this.
Go to quest, just repeating what he's saying. So, if you don't mind, just go to quest. They have, pretty sure they have one of these in every single island. Click which quest you want, press confirm, and then you go do them. So right here it says defeat 5 bandits, so I'm gonna go over here to bandits and just chop them down. 3, 4, oh, never mind, 4 and 5. And there you go, quest completed. So you get a good amount of XP. You get more XP from quests than what you would get from just killing normal NPCs. And usually what I like to do is I like to gather them all up in one big group, so that way I can just attack them at the same time, but just go at whatever pace you want to. Now over here, we have 2 things that you can buy on the starter island. The first one is the Blox Fruits dealer. Now, I wouldn't recommend really going to the Blox Fruits dealer, especially if you're a beginner, because there really isn't any good fruits that you can buy off as a beginner because of the low amount of money that you'd receive from missions. But these are all the fruits that you can get right now. As you can see, all of them are amazing. Shring, Phoenix, Rumble Paw, Doe, Venom, all of that. Really amazing fruits, wide selection. So I'd say stay away from this unless you have Robux, but I can't control how you spend your money, so just spend it how you will. Over here is the sword dealer. Now the sword dealer gives you the options between 2 swords, the cutlass or the katana. Both of them kind of do the same thing, so it's just either one you want to work with. The katana looks pretty cool, and the cutlass looks pretty cool. This is what they look like right here. And they do pretty okay damage, and depending on what type of class you want to stick with, whether if you want to be a sword main, which is a person who just does nothing but use swords, or a fruit main, which is the person who uses fruits, or a gun main, which is the same thing, a person who uses guns, you can be anyone, or you can be a mix of them. So either one you want to work with, you can just put your stat points right here into stats. As you can see, I'm using Blox Fruits and defense and melee. I'm almost have them to max. I'm just working on my levels right now. So now that we've got the first map covered and all that, we're gonna go ahead and go to some other maps real quick. We're just gonna go ahead and buy ourselves a boat right here, and we're gonna head off. If you want to go ahead and join me, _13. So this island right here really isn't an island to do any missions. This is just the main island where you can hang out at. You can buy boats right here by the dock. You can do whatever, but this isn't where we're going to stop at. Where we're going to stop, we're going to wait for _13 first, and then we're going to go ahead and skip Middletown, and we're going to go over here to the jungle. Now, the jungle is usually where a lot of people stay at because of one unique thing that it has here. And O_13, if you want to go ahead and tell the viewers what's over here, what you can buy in the jungle.
So once you work up enough money killing all these monkeys over here, you can go over here to the Blox Fruit dealer's cousin. When you do buy something from him, it'll cost about as much as your level. So if you're at level, like, I don't know, 700, it'll cost 10,000. I got sand fruit from mine. You can get basically any fruit at all.
Yeah, you can get any fruit, but it's random. That's the downside, is that it's randomized. You can go for it. I'd say this is the best bet for new coming players if you want to try out a fruit, because even though it's random, it's a lot cheaper than buying a fruit from the shop. So I would go ahead and say save up your money if you're a new player and try to buy it, unless you have a buddy or another friend who's a max level player and they can spin for you. Either way works. But yeah, so over here we have the location for the quest giver. Over here, he gives you monkeys, gorillas, and Gorilla King. Now, in some islands, they have bosses, and bosses, of course, are harder than normal NPCs. And let's go see if the boss has spawned over here. And yep, he has. So, bosses do more damage, they have more health, and all that. And they have different move sets. However, they have a limited spawn time. So as you can see, our friend Blur over here has killed one of the NPCs, one of the gorillas. And if you wait just like 10 seconds, give it a little bit of time, and just waiting, boom, there you go. So the gorilla spawns back. Not a long time to wait. But however, if you kill the gorilla, you're going to have to wait a long time. I'm pretty sure the gorilla is a 5-minute waiting spawn. So you may want to have to just kick back after you kill the gorilla and just wait for it to go. Or you can kill more monkeys or gorillas before you wait for King Gorilla to respawn again. Alright, now after this island, we're going to be heading towards Pirate Island, which is located over, see if I can remember the place. It's going to be around over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's in this direction. And over there to our right, that's going to be the area where Marines spawn at whenever you first start the game. So if you want to be a Marine, then you spawn over there. It's the same island as the island that I just showed you. So just in case if anyone in the comments say, where's the Marine Islands, where's the this and that, that's just the same thing, but I just don't want to make the video a little too long, so that way, you know, just save some time for some people. Now over here, we have Pirate Village, and it's the same thing. You have quests, and then you can even set your spawn point. And right here, beat up the pirates, do all that. And then there's the boss right here, Bobby. I like how some of the names on here changed up. But yeah, that's the boss. Same thing. Spawn time is longer. And right here, you can find Sword Dealer of the West. Now, he sells dual katana and the iron mace. Personally, I wouldn't recommend buying some of these other swords. I'd probably say stick with the first katana, because the only difference that it makes is that you're able to have just a little bit more moves. So that really isn't anything too special, but if you want it, go ahead and get it. Now this right here, we will be covering the Rich Man in another video, because that on its own is kind of hard to explain in one video. So we'll go ahead and, like in the same video, so we'll go ahead and explain it in another video by itself, and after that we'll go ahead and move on to the next island. So let's go ahead and head back to our boat. So right here we'll be entering in the desert. Okay, and again, same thing, quest giver, and then beat up the enemies, all that. And mind you, there's going to be some chests that are around every island, just so that way you can, you know, get money without just fighting. NPCs over here that you can fight. And now one little secret thing, I don't know if you caught it, but just then when I picked up the chest, there's a tiny little secret like hole right here, which you can go down into. If I can go down, there we go. So we're gonna go down here, jump up, and now this guy, he sells you, oh yeah, he sells you a swordsman accessory, and I can't get it yet because I don't have a lot of stats. And yes, O_13 Bingus. So I don't have enough stats in my sword because I don't use sword that much. so it won't let me buy it. However, he does sell a sword accessory which buffs up your sword damage. So again, if you're a sword user and you want to stick with sword, this is the place to go to. So that way you can get a buff on your sword damage. All right, now after that, we're gonna go ahead. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's use Buddha. We're gonna go ahead and